Hi everyone, this is Wendy. So I've been really wanting to try and make a grungy style journal, and I thought I was going to do it with my last lap book, but it just didn't turn out that way. I couldn't get my head around to making it grungy, so I actually called the lap book a rustic vintage styled lap book. But I think I might be getting there with this journal here. So this is the one that I've just recently put together. Like trying to get my head around it not being perfect, like it's got to be grungy, was just so hard. It was very hard because I had this fabric here that I've put over the cover, and the cover is just like a piece of corrugated cardboard, and like I've sewn around the edges, but this piece of material wasn't quite long enough down here at the bottom, and I'm trying to pull it to stretch it, and I just thought, no, it's supposed to be grungy, it's not supposed to be perfect. So I managed just to stitch right up to the end of the fabric onto the cover. So I've tied it with some string, which is really rough, coarse type of string, and the measurements are, it's about 22 centimeters, which is 8.5 inches by 14.5 centimeters, which is roughly about 5 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to say it's like a grungy vintage butterfly journal. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, I know, but I don't know. I might make it shorter, I'm not sure. So what I've done is used a few vintage photograph images as well as quite a few butterflies, and that's an image there on the front, and I've just got some very vintage text paper underneath, and this text paper is actually from what did I do with it? I do have it here somewhere. So the text paper is actually from these sheets of paper here. Now this has got 1867 for the date on it. So look, I've really been hoarding them, and I thought it's really time for me to stop hoarding things, because I actually brought this to go into journals. So very sparingly I have been using it throughout the book. This one here was Household Words, a weekly journal conducted by Charles Dickens, and it says Saturday, February 21, 1857 on there. So I was going to use some of these chum papers, but I still haven't got the heart to do anything with these ones. This is 1915 edition, but I think I'm still in hoarding mode with those. But I did decide to use some of these pages here. I got those from the book fest that they had up the coast last year, and I'm going to go to the next one at the convention centre, which is actually on the 30th of January, which is my birthday this year. So my daughter's going to take me up there for my birthday. Yay, books! Yay, books that are smelly. Okay, all right, so here is the journal, the Grungy Journal. I did want to put a bit of pops of colour in it, because I don't think I could just have it all brown or black or, you know, whatever. So I have got some cheesecloth here that has been coloured, and then I've just put the nice little blue butterfly on there for just like a real nice pop of colour. And the cover is made out of corrugated cardboard. The inside here I've got some cheesecloth, and I didn't worry about a pocket in there. Not sure if it's totally finished or not, but you see up here I've done, these are coffee dyed papers, and I've done a little bit of collaging up the top. You can see that Charles Dickens paper, then some more calico, coloured calico with the dies, little transfer butterfly and the female image and the label there, and the pages on the inside I have just ripped and inked around. So there's that one. I still have, this is a multi-pocketed page here. It's got a spot up the top that can hold some tags. It's actually got two spots. It's got the big one at the back, and then it has a smaller one just at the front there. It's got a pocket here, and then a pocket there, a pocket there, and then this pocket just here. So I do need to make some tags for it. I haven't got round to doing that yet. And then just some more collaging and stitching. I have some coffee filter paper here at the back, and then just another piece of that Charles Dickens vintage paper. I did paint, you can see the painted paper here. I did paint a lot of papers. I was just trying to let go and see what I come up with, but I just thought that they were just too much to put in as the actual papers in the journal. So I have used some for the pockets, and also just ripped strips just for added decoration on the pages. And this is just another collage down here, and it's got a bit of hessian on, or burlap on the bottom. This is some what's it called? Oh, come on, Wendy. Baking paper. This is our baking paper that is coffee stained. You can actually see coffee stain circle there, and a bit of lace sewn onto the side with a bit of black one. There's some lace here down the bottom. It says cherish moments forever, and I made, the tags were a free printable, and I've just backed it onto some of my papers that I had already collaged and stamped and painted on. And the tags have just got some more of that coarse string on the top of them, and lots of butterflies that I cut. Another little collage here and there, and that says inspire always. I used a stencil with some of my vintage ink to put these marks on the pages, and these other marks are just the coffee itself. Some nice big page pocket here with just a journaling card and more butterflies. This is just a little space that you can use for a tuck spot with the paper clip. And I left a couple of pages because you can write in this, so I've left I think a few pages with nothing on it so that you could decorate it your own way. Just put a couple of little butterflies on there. There's another little collage up there that says trust yourself, create the kind of self that you will be happy to live with all your life. And this is just another little rub on. Another little collage down here, and that's just the definition of favourite. and another one of those tags. That's the back. I just think it turned out so nice, but I still don't think in my mind, like, I know it's grungy, but in my mind, after watching Sagita's from Sagita Coffee Stains, like, hers are just so grungy, but I just can't bring my mind to actually do that yet. So I may get there. This is just like a starting, this is like the first step for me to get to that grungy type of journal that I'm trying to make myself. And I have just sewn it in, just with that 3-hole, yeah, just with 3-hole there. And that's another nice big pocket with one of those butterfly tags, and some more pretty butterflies, and little pop of colour with the cheesecloth, and another little pocket down there, and just some more collaging down there and butterfly. I love the coffee stains on these papers. They just turned out so cool. And just another little collage down the bottom, and another couple of little rub-ons. I had those rub-ons given to me, and I thought, oh, I'll just use them for something instead of hoarding them. And this one here is the definition for past, and that says reflect. This is just an image from a magazine that I've sewn onto a bit of that paper I sprayed, and some cheesecloth and the coffee filter. And that's another piece of that vintage paper. Another tag. And this is just decoration, collaging. This one here is just a belly band for the tag. Another bit of collage on there. And some more lace down the baking paper. That's been heavily, it's not really heavily coffee dyed. This was the paper that I put down on my table, and then I put the coffee over the pages. And there's a little trio of butterflies up that side, which I thought turned out really cool because you could see the stitching from the little tuck spot that I made here with the burlap. Another little collage down here, and just another image with some of that paper, and here, and you can just see it sewn around there. So that's it. I'm going to call that one grungy only because it's nothing like what I would normally make. But oh dear, it's so hard. I had lovely inspiration from all you guys, and especially Mr. Paris. Thank you. That is one guy online or something, Mr. Paris. Anyway, he suggested that I just go back and play like a child. And I tried it when I was making the papers, the colour, like spraying and everything, but then when they were done I thought, oh my gosh, I can't use those papers, like the whole page in there, because it just wasn't me and didn't look good. Alright guys, so please let me know what you think down below. This is the first one. I'm trying to work myself into making something that is really grungy. Like, still, I think this might be a vintage grunge, but you know, something that so totally different, and I haven't quite got there, but this is a start for me anyway. So let me know what you think, and if you've got any other good ideas on what I can do. I do watch Eva from Bohemian Crafting, and I do also watch Sagita from Sagita's Coffee Stains, and I just love their style. But it's just, I don't know, I'm finding it really hard to actually do something like that. But I think this might be a start anyway. Alright, so you let me know what you think, and you all have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.